Say hi. Okay. We'll see you guys later. Hi, hello, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Alex, and you're here at the.pharmd.reads. Today, we are going to do my first book haul and unboxing, and I'm super excited because I have two absolutely insane giant stacks of books to show you guys, and I also have an equally insane and massive pile of book subscription boxes to unbox with you guys. So let's get started with these books. I'm really excited. There are some fantastic fall reads that I've been kind of collecting over the last few months in preparation for spooky season in this pile that I really want to get to. And also I'm really excited to see what could possibly be in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 book boxes. That's right, 8. I have 4 fairy loot boxes. I also have 2 book of the month. I think I have 2 afterlights. One of them is in like the regular afterlight. That was the pocket knife that I'm going to be using to open all of these. One of them is the regular afterlight box that comes in this packaging. I've had it in this packaging before. The other one came in regular Aluma Crate packaging, and it tripped me out. I was like, did I get off the wait list? Because I've been on the wait list for like a year and a half, and I don't think it'll ever end to just get on the regular book subscription box, but I digress. I think it's to Afterlight. I am not 100% sure what the is in the yellow one, so we're gonna see. I also have 2 book of the month. I guess that would be August and September. My October one is on the way, so that will have to be in an upcoming video, but I've forgotten what's in these, so surprise, I picked them, but I don't know what they are. Here's what I'm super excited about. I have 4, that's right, 4 fairy loot boxes. I do get the YA and the adult every month, but I have no idea at this point what months these are, if they're YA or adult, if I have 2 of each, if I have 1 of one, 3 of the other. I don't know. I've just been in like a space-time continuum with work lately, so I thought I would just leave all these to do an unboxing with you guys. Just get into it. Good lord. I said I wasn't going to talk a lot. The first book that I want to talk about is Assistant to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mayer. This is her debut book, and I am so excited to read it. This book is about a girl named Evie who is down on her luck and answers an ad for the town's notorious bad boy villain, because in this world there are regular people and there's supervillains, which I am just so here for this trope. Earlier this summer, I read Starter Villain by John Scalzi, and it was so good. It was hilarious. It also follows a character that's kind of down on their luck and ends up working for / being a supervillain, and that's also what this book is doing, but with romance. So that excites me, that intrigues me. I think it's gonna be really fun, fantastical mystery. I think there's gonna be some mystery involved in this as well. This book gives me vibes like it's gonna be an adult Incredibles, but with romance. And I'm really excited to get into it and see if the hype is real or if it is not. So very excited for this one. The next few books that I have hauled, I am so excited about. It is the first 3 books, oh boy, the first 3 books of the Red Rising series by Pierce Brown. I have Red Rising, Golden Sun, and Morning Star. I have read Red Rising and Golden Sun. I actually listened to them on audio earlier this year, and I am obsessed. This is a really unique world, a really cool blend of sci-fi and fantasy. And I think getting further into this series, when it gets a little bit colder and more wintry, is going to give immaculate vibes. It's going to be fantastic. Red Rising follows our main character, Darrow, who is a red. He is at the very bottom of this case system because in this world that actually is our solar system, so he lives on Mars, he is part of the lowest caste, and because of that, he toils underneath the ground of Mars to try to terraform the land to make it habitable for the human beings that are left on Earth. Because in this setting of the book, Earth is dying and he's a slave, and the only thing that he has to look forward to is his wife Io when he comes home. The leaders of the world are the Golds. They're the top tier. They rule everything. They control everything. They're behind the governmental and political aspects. that come through in the plot of at least the first 2 books that I've read. Something really tragic happens at the beginning of the first book, and that causes Darrow to essentially go undercover as a Gold through some really cool science-y sci-fi kind of body modifications. And that's all I'm gonna say. I read, like I said, the first 2 books, but I picked them up because I would really like to reread them physically soon, and then hopefully move on to Morningstar, which is the 3rd book in the series. Super excited to continue on this series. The next book that I have hauled over the last few months is Half a Soul by Olivia Atwater. This book sounds so fun. This is a historical romance crossed with like fairy fae fantasy. I very high-key love historical romance. I've just recently in the last couple of years have been dabbling in historical romance, and I've never read anything by this author, so I'm really excited to get to this. This book follows our main character Theodora Eddings, which is such a cute name. She has been cursed by a fairy and she only has half a soul, and because she has half a soul it causes her to be prone to accidents and like embarrassing herself, which if you've ever read Regency era romance or historical romance, you know that like being a woman that's in any way, shape, or form outspoken or basically, you know, breathes the wrong way, it's not cool because, you know, we're supposed to be docile little creatures and the patriarchy. She basically just kind of wants to like fly by under the radar, but she ends up meeting our like love interest Elias Wilder, and he is Lord Sorcier and he's a fairy. It's a historical romance with fairies. I don't think I need to say that much more. Very excited to get to this book. The next book that I want to talk about is an impulse buy that I picked up on the BOGO 50% off table at Barnes & Noble. We all know which one I'm talking about. And this is The Passage by Justin Cronin. In this book, society changes essentially overnight because of a government experiment that's gone wildly wrong. It creates this really apocalyptic, dark, gloomy society in America essentially overnight. And this book follows a few different POVs, including a former FBI agent and also a 6-year-old girl as they're trying to navigate this new landscape. I picked this up because it sounds like a really perfect apocalyptic thriller for fall. And the weather is getting a little bit cooler here in Denver. I love the dark, gloomy vibes the cover and also the synopsis are giving. And some reviews that are like, yes, 5 stars, can't wait to see where this goes. And there are some 1 and 2 star ones that are like, what the heck was this about? So I'm really excited to see which camp I fall into. So this is Killing Me by Michelle Gagnon. This book follows our main character, Amber Jameson, who is described as a smart, street-savvy girl who finds herself being abducted by a serial killer. She gets pushed into a windowless white van and she gets saved by another woman who ends up being an even more notorious serial killer than the one that abducted Amber in the first place. I think that sounds so fun. The rest of the synopsis makes it sound even better. It says that she kind of gets entangled in this like weird serial killer game that they're playing with each other and ends up in Vegas with a sex worker, kind of helping her disentangle herself from this whole series of events that she's gotten herself into with these serial killers. I love the cover. I love the vibes. I think it's going to be really funny and really fun for fall as far as like a thriller goes, but it has serial killers in it, which I just absolutely love. So I'm very excited to get to this one as well. Okay, so this next book and also the book that comes after were some really fun purchases. I will insert some footage that I took. I got these at a local used bookstore slash coffee shop called Bean Foster's in the greater Denver area, and it was so cute. The vibes were immaculate. I got a honey lavender iced latte and shopped around and got 2 books for $8. And this was one of them. This is The Vampire Armand by Anne Rice, and I believe this is the 6th installment in her Interview with a Vampire series, which Interview with a Vampire, the movie, is one of my absolute all-time favorite movies, especially to watch. Now we're getting into spooky season. It's October, so I highly recommend that movie if you have not seen it. I've never read the books. I have Interview with a Vampire, which is the first book by Anne Rice in this series that kind of the movie was inspired by, but she has a number of subsequent books, this one being the 6th one. And this one tells the backstory of the vampire Armand, who I know from, again, the movie, but I just loved the cover. It's so gloomy. It looks like it should be in a museum, and I think it's so, so beautiful. And who can say no to a used book that was only $5? Very excited to get into this series. I obviously probably won't get around to reading all 6 books for fall/spooky season in this series, but I do have the first book, Interview with a Vampire, and I would very much like to see if Anne Rice's writing on vampires is for me, because I loved the movie. So this was an auto had to have. This is the other book that I got at Bean Foster's, and it is called Dead Aim by Iris Johansen. I'm really excited to read this because I love paperback books that look like this, just like really old, worn, like 80s, 90s colors, very grungy paperback covers. I just think are so fun. Our main character, Alex Graham, is a photojournalist, and she captures lots of crazy things on camera, but she captures something that she shouldn't have, and that is a conspiracy behind a huge dam breaking open. And basically she finds herself entangled in this like cat and mouse game of the people that are behind the conspiracy trying to probably kill her, I would imagine, before she ousts them. Yeah, that's all I'm getting from this, but I think the colors just scream Halloween and fall, and it's fall here in Colorado, and this takes place in Colorado, so those are the vibes. And again, I got both of these books for $8 at a used local bookstore, which I love to support a local business. So great, awesome, I'm into it, love it, great, delightful. This next book I have been excited about for months, ever since I saw Reagan from Peruse Project mention it in one of her videos, but this is The Will of the Many by James Islington. So this book is the first in a trilogy, and it follows our main character Vis, who has essentially lied his way into this magical academy where he's expected to kind of learn the tools of the trade that are required of him by the ruling class in this society. And in very Red Rising fashion, he's trying to like infiltrate whatever the ruling class is from the inside. And the cover with like the Greek columns, like Roman Greek architecture, I think that's so fun. This seems like a very Red Rising, Hunger Games, not dark academia, but there is kind of like a magic special powers type of a school. I think there's going to be a lot of intrigue, some mystery to solve, some politics that we have to work through. The map is really, really cool, really, really pretty, and I love that it's printed right on the front cover. Very, very cool. Very excited for this. The next book that I want to talk about that was also an impulse buy because of the cover is Fever House, and this is by Keith Rawson. I believe that this might also be this author's debut. I'm going to insert the full Goodreads synopsis because the synopsis of Fever House reads like a fever dream, and I don't think I have the mental capacity to regurgitate what it's about, so I'm going to put that up now. I'm really excited to read this. This book has everything. It's got shadow governments, it's got washed up musicians, it's got a severed hand that I think is sentient and like can control people, talk to people. I don't know. Again, I feel like I'm entering a fever dream when I read the synopsis of this, so I'm just gonna kind of go into it blind and just appreciate that this cover is badass and awesome, and really looking forward to getting to this fall. This next book was not an impulse buy. I stormed into Barnes & Noble with the one thought in my brain that I had to have this, and this is Dead 11 by Jimmy Giuliano. This has been blurbed by R.L. Stine, who is the author of Goosebumps, and he says, chillingly creepy, you've been warned. This cover is absolutely amazing. I love the mint green, the VHS. It's super 90s, which is great because the story follows a woman whose son goes missing after he ends up on this island where everyone thinks it's the same day over and over in 1990 something. It's whatever day O.J. Simpson was in that high-speed chase in his white Ford Bronco. Needless to say, I'm very excited to see where this goes. The mom goes to the island to figure out what happened to her son, and we have to unravel the mystery of why this island is stuck in the 90s. And as a 90s baby myself who loves horror, this was a no-brainer, and I'm very excited to read this. I just love the cover so much. I can't get enough of it. The last book that I want to talk about is the fattest book of the stack, and that's The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson himself. I don't know what I was thinking picking this up other than I loved that it's so large and floppy as a paperback. Like, this is gonna be a wonderful way to read a fantasy book this winter. Do I think I'll get to this book this winter? Probably not, because I don't have time to commit to another series, and this series is like 4 books that are this size, but I just really wanted to have it in my possession. This book begins in a world called Roshar, where the terrain is really hard to navigate and the conditions are really rough, and that's kind of where we pick up. In this world, the magic system revolves around weapons and how they can help transform the person wielding them into like almost like a superhuman with extra powers besides just what the swords can do, which I think is a really cool magic system. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the magic system in Mistborn, but I have heard that this one is even more intricate and crazy. I can already tell that this series is going to be incredibly brutal and violent. It's gonna be really beautifully written and give off probably the most perfect fantasy vibes, so I'm very excited to get to this one. I know that a lot of people recommend the Stormlight Archives and even say that this is some of the best work in the Cosmere by Brandon Sanderson, and after reading Mistborn, which I talked about in my last video, which I will link somewhere if you want to check that out. I am just obsessed with Brandon Sanderson and his writing and his fantasy vibes, so I'm very excited to get to this series, whenever that may be. Okay, so that was the book haul. We got through it. Let's get to the unboxings, because I think that's probably what everyone has come here for. I'm gonna start with the book of the month ones because I just think it's hilarious that I order things and then don't remember what they are. Ooh, love the bookmarks in the throes of prose. Totally forgot I ordered this. So this was The Intern by Michelle Campbell, which I remember nothing about. Had to go back and check, but this was my September pick, The Intern by Michelle Campbell. The Intern follows our main character, Madison Rivera, who lands like the internship of her dreams working for this really famous judge in her city, Judge Catherine Conroy. And things get a little bit more involved when it turns out that Madison's brother is involved in a trial that Judge Conroy is the judge on. And there turns into this like power struggle game of cat and mouse between the two women. And I think this will be a really chill but heart-pounding criminal thriller, which I really love these lately. I've been really into the Will Trent series by Karen Slaughter, which is also kind of like crime thriller fiction, and I just can't get enough of it. And I feel like the time of year is just so perfect for something like this. If you're looking for something that's heart-pounding but not like crazy gory or horror or whatever, I think crime fiction or crime thrillers very fun and exciting and usually fast-paced. This will take me no time at all, so I think this will be really fun for fall, like all of these are gonna be. Hey, all right, so that was September, so I'm assuming that this one is August, which was so long ago. I definitely have no idea what's in this one. Oh, cut away from you, cut away from you. Stunning. Beautiful. Ooh, wait, I'm so excited. Totally forgot that this was my August pick. It's Vampires of El Norte by Isabel Cañas. Wow, very excited. Okay, my books think I'm cool. Does anyone else? Probably not. This book I have been so excited about. It is a gothic Mexican vampire story, and I don't really know what else I could possibly need for fall. Vampires and vaqueros face off on the Texas-Mexico border in this supernatural western from the author of The Hacienda, which I actually have not read The Hacienda, which I know is this author's previous really popular book. I would love to. This one just excites me a lot more than actually don't even know what the other one's about, don't care, because this one's about vampires and that's all I have and that's all I know. So very excited to read this. Let's do the Aluma Crates next, because I'm very curious what's in the yellow one, because as previously stated, they usually come in the green box, but This one came in the yellow box that just says Aluma Crate and does not say Afterlight. So I'm gonna open this one first. It is heavily taped. Afterlight is Aluma Crate's, if you didn't know, Aluma Crate's romance subscription box. It comes bi-monthly. I am not affiliated in any way, shape, or form. I'm just telling you, I pay for this with my own gosh darn money. And it comes with a special edition romance book, hardcover. They've all been hardcover so far. And it comes with some bookish things that typically go along with whatever like the theme is. And it's been so long, I couldn't have told you what the theme was anyway, even if I had known at the time. So let's just open her up. I've missed some tape somewhere. Nope, we're good. All right. Here we go. Afterlight, July, yeah. Forget Me Not by Julie Soto. What? Oh, I'm so excited. I really wanted to read this. Like many other subscription boxes, it comes with like a cute little note talking about where the artwork has come from and also what the book is about. So this month it's Forget Me Not by Julie Soto, which follows a wedding planner that meets a florist through work, and it's like their little love story. And the cover of the original is absolutely beautiful. I will insert the picture here. But stop, this is so cute. It's a little postcard. Fall in love with the summer rom-com of 2023. Greetings from Los Angeles. Okay, so it's a postcard, but like advertising another romance book that looks really cute as well. It also comes with this cute little note card set, which is looking very floral to go along with our main. I'm opening this immediately like a savage. I'm sorry if you can hear that noise. It's my cat in the litter box right next to us. There's nothing I can do about it. It is what it is. That's very cute. And I recently entered into a snail mail thing with a friend that I met on Bookstagram, which if you want to follow me over there, I will leave my handle down below. She sent me a postcard earlier this summer and it absolutely made my life. Oh, they're all different. Stop. Very excited to send some snail mail with these. So these are really cute, and I really enjoy that this book box so far has had things that I would use as a woman in her 30s. I did try the Fairy Loot YA full box. I do get the Fairy Loot YA just book box now because I do love the special editions, but I found the couple of times that I got the entire box, I was like, I would just not use these items. They're beautiful and I love supporting the artwork of, you know, up and coming artists, but I also don't want to be wasteful and take that subscription away from someone that probably would really enjoy the things in it. So I just do the box one, I just do the book box now for Fairy Loot, but I have really enjoyed the things that I've gotten in the little Afterlight romance. I got a little coffee mug one time that was really, really cute. So yeah, let us see. Oh wow, let's get to the book. There's something else underneath, but I'm gonna open the book first because I'm just so excited. I actually do remember seeing that this was the theme for this one and the book, but again, it has been so long since July at this point. This book is absolutely beautiful. There's blurbs from Abby Jimenez and Allie Hazelwood back here, which Abby Jimenez is one of my absolute favorite romance authors. This edition is just perfect in every way, shape, and form. I love the floral. I love the color. I love the colors. I love the gold foiling in the leaves. Like, how absolutely perfect is that? I do also really love the original cover too, so I think I'll get that, but I love this edition and I'm really excited to read this. This was one of my anticipated releases for the year as far as romance goes, so I'm very excited to get to this. Let's see what else is in the box. I think it said it's like a collapsible vase. Oh my god, it is. I don't know how these will work. Excuse me, are there instructions? Because I'll never figure it out. Wow. Wow. That's some artwork right there, and I love that. I'm very excited to get to whatever scene this is depicting, but That's beautiful. It reminds me of Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adams, which is also a romance between a florist and someone else. Oh, he's a bodyguard. That book was so good too. This is giving that, and I'm very excited. I really enjoy the Afterlight subscription. I think the things that come are they're all on theme. Like this whole set was floral. I think that's really cute. They feature local artists as well. Delightful. Delightful. All right, let's do it to it. All right, we're gonna open the Aluma Crate one. I specifically know that the Aluma Crate emails for some reason go to my junk folder, and I'm too lazy to make them go to my inbox again. So I check every day to see if I have been taken off the wait list. Yeah, it is Afterlight. Okay. So this is the September. There's soccer balls. Cleat Cute by Meryl Wilsner. Oh, are we gonna have a little soccer romance? That's exciting. Hold on. There is, okay. Wonderful. What is in this? We've got a box. Let's open it up together and see what's in it. Oh, it's a tumbler. Stop. Oh, it's so cute. This is what I'm talking about. Like, I would use this. The perfect match. I get a kick out of you. I got a kick out of this tumbler, apparently. I really like this color for fall. It actually feels like a pretty sturdy tumbler. This would be just fine for coffee in the morning. I am not complaining. I'm a tumbler girl, so here for that. And there's a little heart. And the soccer ball. That's really cute. Okay, love that. What is this? It's a piece of cardboard. Floral card holder, but it looks like a book when you fold it. Let me unwrap it so I can figure out where it rips from. Ay. Okay, here we go. How cute is that? It looks like a little card holder book thing. Honestly, I don't think I will use this as a card holder, but I do think I will be putting it on my shelves. I think that's very cute because it kind of just looks like an open book. That's out of frame for sure. Well, you get the idea. I think this will be really cute on my shelf, so that's adorable. Wow, it's gonna be sapphic soccer romance. Sign me up. For Cleat Cute, I started with the ever polarizing miscommunication trope. Great. This is really cute artwork. I have another sapphic romance on my shelf. From here, Delilah Green Doesn't Care, which I have been wanting to read for quite some time. So we can add this to that trope exploration. What a beautiful cover. Color palette. Cleat Cute, Meryl Wilsner. Doing well in camp is more important than kissing pretty girls. Well, both are important. Soccer and kissing girls are Phoebe's two favorite things. This looks really fun, and I love that little blurb synopsis, and I absolutely love the colors that are on this. This looks really fun and cute. Another great box. I really do enjoy this box. Okay, I am doing these in no particular order because I have no idea what month. I'm gonna put the knife down. I have no idea what month any of these boxes are, and if they are the YA or the adult for that month. We're going in blind, baby. Really thankful for whoever may be along for the ride right now. My cats love these packing peanuts. I have to hide them from them so they don't make an absolute disaster zone of my home. They will anyway, but this looks sad. Okay, so this is the book-only young adult for September. I Have to Be Haunted by Miranda's Son. It's a contemporary fantasy with portal magic to other realms, and it features a ghost speaker who reluctantly makes a deal to raise her nemesis, their high school's golden boy, from the dead. Can you see the little ghosty boy she's holding hands with? Oh, that's really cute. I love the colors that are in the artwork for this. They're giving very fall vibes, which makes sense because this was the September box. So let's get through these packing peanuts and see what we got. I love looking at that classic black fairy loot bag. I love to see it. My cats will be in that in about 2 seconds. If I have to be haunted, you have just started haunting me because I cannot wait to read this. The back says, I'll haunt you for the rest of your life. You wouldn't dare. Try me. And look at this beautiful cover and these sprayed edges and the black. The inside. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait, we just have to take the whole cover off. Whoa, 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 whoa. This kid looks like Draco Malfoy in every Dramione fanfic cover that I've ever seen. And she looks like a Disney princess. I don't know what this is about, but this is, it's a reversible. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Miranda, son, what have you done? The artwork for this special edition is absolutely beautiful, and I am so excited to read this based solely on the vibes and the sprayed edges and the cover and that artwork. It involves a ghost boy that she brought back from the dead. That's her nemesis. Wait, stop. I just noticed something. Look at that silver. I don't know if you can tell in the lighting, but those little silver stars are foiling on the inside of this. Makes it look like it's glowing. I want to tattoo this whole scene in this color scheme on my body. I have never felt more strongly about something in my whole life. Next one. Here we go. If that was the YA for September, I don't even want to know, I think, what the adult is for September, because it's probably going to blow my socks off. It is Bonesmith by Nikki Pau Preto. Bonesmith is a dark young adult fantasy about a disgraced ghost-fighting warrior who must journey into a haunted wasteland to rescue a kidnapped prince. Great, great. Again, loving the color scheme for fall. Beautiful artwork. Let's get into what this looks like, because if it's anywhere near as good as that last one, I'm just gonna lose it, honestly, probably. Whoa. I have never even heard of this, and I could not be more excited based on this artwork. Fairy Loot just doesn't miss. I want to be this girl. 100% Bonesmith. Okay, so this is really cool because the background is matte, but parts of her costuming are almost like a vinyl, like reflect in the light, and it creates this really, really cool effect. We've got some gold here. We've got this incredible sprayed edge picturing who I hope is our girl that's going into the wasteland. Is she the ghost princess? Hold on. Okay, so the artwork is also on the inside cover. Incredible. This looks really cool. The naked is awesome, beautiful. This is reversible too. Oh my gosh. That's my cat cash money. Look at that. Incredible. Ooh. I don't know. I might like the naked cover even better. Beautiful, dark green. It's got our girl on the front. I love the cartoon of her like little skull on her shoulder patch. This looks awesome, and I'm so excited to get to this. 'Tis the season for fantasy in the winter, and this is the first time I'm having winter in like 6 years because I've lived in Florida. And now I live in Colorado. So it is going to be very exciting getting used to cold and shoveling and de-icing my car every morning and generally suffering. That'll be fun to get used to again. We're getting there. So I'm assuming that I have in my possession now the adult book only boxes for August and September. So let's see which one we've grabbed first. August book only adult box. Powerful Bloodlines. Forged by Blood by Igbor Akosun. An epic fast-paced adventure inspired by Nigerian mythology. This is a thrilling tale of rebellion and redemption, love and betrayal. So my favorite thing about the Fairy Loot subscriptions is not only that I get to amass this like growing collection of these beautiful special editions with the sprayed edges and the foiling and the artwork, but I also am getting books that I have not heard about at all. Somehow, even though I'm constantly looking up new books and browsing booktube and Instagram, you still miss stuff. And I do purposely try to not see what the Fairy Loot releases are because I purchase them and I like to be excited. So let's see what we have for artwork. Ooh, okay. Gosh, look at this. Absolutely beautiful. I love that they are having these like beautiful heroines, you know, featuring these books with these beautiful heroines, and then not only smacking their beautiful faces on the covers, but then having these amazing sprayed edges. Like the detail and artistic ability it must take to do this, what this is just beyond my comprehension. The back says, they took her language, her mother, and her home. They haunt her people for the blood magic that sings through them. Now Demi has their prince and no intention of letting him go. There will be blood. And this is the adult book, so, ooh. Please tell me there is a romance with this beautiful specimen here. Look at these two. And also, look at this naked cover. Oh, this one might be going on my shelf naked. This is absolutely incredible. The gold and the pastel gradient is just giving. All these pastels that I have, I'm so here for it. This is beautiful. Another reversible cover. How fun. Oh, this one's so pretty too. Wait, there's another good looking specimen in the back. Hold up, wait a minute. Okay, so we've got these two here, but then we also have these two back here. And I don't know, but this is giving like Beauty and the Beast, the live version. This guy reminds me of Beast when he turns into a dude, and I'm very excited. Please give me a love triangle. All right, kids, we've almost made it. We're on the last box. So this must be the September adult. So let's see what we got. Beneath the Mask, Son of Blood and Ruin, by Marielle Lares. It's a gender-bent Zorro fantasy retelling featuring a heroic warrior sorceress, a pursuit of justice, shape-shifting, and Mesoamerican mythology. It's a gender-bent Zorro fantasy. Yeah, I honestly really kind of checked out after that because that was all I needed to know. If Zorro with Antonio Banderas and Catherine Zeta-Jones in both of their primes is not one of your favorite movies, let alone Anthony Hopkins, get out. Just leave. Kidding, stay. Watch me unbox this. I think looking at the artwork first is fun. It gives me an idea. Oh, look at this. Oh, wait. Okay, the back says, this is from the author. I'm a storyteller, so let me tell you a little story. In 1998, 3 days before my 10th B-Day, I watched Antonio Banderas as Zorro. He spoke Spanish like me, and that clearly created a lasting impression in me because here we are. And what kid doesn't love superheroes? Also, Catherine Zeta-Jones. Need I say more? Okay, I understand. I am picking up what this author is putting down, and I am very excited. I don't have words. Somehow I knew this one was going to be the best one. Holy cannoli. Look at it. Look at these panthers. Unbelievable. They're on the back too. And the gold foiling and this beautiful bird. I absolutely cannot. With the pink. Oh, and we have like this beautiful jungle scene for the inside cover. So that's beautiful. Oh, and we have it at sunset. The colors in this are incredible. The spine is really, really pretty. Honestly, it's going to be really hard for me to decide if I want to display this with the spine out or with these incredible sprayed edges out. I'm also really excited to read this now and display it on my shelves. Fairy Loot, you just do not miss. In this video, thank you so much for joining me on this journey through this book haul and through this unboxing. I hope it was enjoyable for you. Please stick around and check out some other videos I will put up here. But for now, goodbye, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.